angels, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be making a giant resin number with some flowers and some LED lights. The mold I got off Amazon. I will leave the link in the description box down below. And all of these flowers I dried myself. Some of them they've been there for like probably a year. Some of them I just dried, which you guys saw me use them in the other video. But first thing first, I did layer down some resin, but I didn't show you guys that. But obviously, I'm telling you now, I layer down in there a little bit of some resin. I don't know what happened when I was mixing the resin, but after 24 hours, it still wasn't drying or hardening. So I had to wait like 72 hours. I guess I got the amount wrong. I don't know what happened, but the resin was not drying, and I was worried that I ruined the flowers, but everything turned out fine. So now, first thing I did was layer in there some fire glass that I got from Amazon, and now I'm starting to place in there the flowers that I dry myself, just wherever, and yeah, just trying to fill it up. I don't quite have an idea of how this is gonna look, but we shall see. By the way, in the yellow rose, while I was doing another project, I was placing a little bit of some resin in there, so that's why it looks a little different. I'm gonna see if this works better than just leaving it just the way how it is. So you will see when I demo this how it looks. Yep. Oh, still adding in there some flowers. Bam, 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 bam. Do. So I'm using this little pen to poke down the little tiny flowers so that it can go all the way down and submerge in the resin instead of just sitting on top of the resin. So that's what I was doing right there with a little pin. So after a few days and it finally decided to dry, I decided to add on in there my LED lights. So I'm just placing it around the flowers. Hopefully this turned out good. But I'm going to show you guys how it looks with the lights on and everything. So what I like to do personally is, instead of using my hot glue gun to glue down the LED lights, I just place a little bit of some resin on top of it, and it secured it perfectly. So this is how it looks with the lights on. Flash warning, because I'm going to be showing you guys all of the settings. And by the way, the lights, they use remote control, so perfect. So I mix up some resin. This time I make sure to get the amount correct. So I'm just layering it down on there all over. And obviously you have to do this in sections, so a little bit of resin as you go along. You can't just fill it up, otherwise there'll be a ton of bubbles and it just would not turn out too great. And any bubble that pops up, I just use my little pin to pop it. So obviously you can't use the lighter. Alright, so it's time now for the third layer. I decided to add on in there some glitter, and I'm just pouring it down slowly so that there's no bubbles or anything that is gonna rise back up. And also, after the second layer dry, I push down the LED lights so that they can stay flat, because before they're obviously sticking out of the mold, and I wanted to make sure that it was inside of the mold. So that's the only difference that was made. The glitter looks so cute. Hopefully this looks good. We shall see. Okay, now it's time to start popping the bubbles. I just use this little, well, this is a paintbrush. I usually use like a pin or whatever to just poke the bubbles so that it can just rise all the way up to the top and then just pop it. Over there, the bubble dried in the second layer, so I didn't see that one, but that was fine. And you can see this bubble underneath the rose stem that was rising, and simple, you just pop just like that. And that's basically what I do. I just sit there for like 1 or 2 minutes, and as the bubbles rise up, then I just pop it. And I'm just going around every single flowers, making sure in this stem or around there, if there's any bubbles that's stuck, just poke at it, and then eventually it's going to rise to the top, and then you just pop it. Sometimes you can just be at one specific flower for a while, and the bubbles keep on rising, you keep on popping it over and over again. That one is so frustrating, but it's just how it is. The pink one and this red one, there was a ton of bubbles that kept on rising, so I just kept on popping it for a while. And eventually, everything just dried and everything was good. So this is going to be the final layer of resin. I mixed up some white, and I also mixed up, I don't know what this other color is called, but you guys are going to see it in a second. Right here. It looks so beautiful. So I'm just mixing the two colors together, kind of getting like a marble effect, but I don't think that's how it's going to turn out. But we shall see in 24 hours how it looks. Well, you guys are not going to know it's 24 hours, but that's how long it's going to take for it to be fully dried and cured. Dun dun. I thought that I didn't mix enough resin, but I think I got the perfect amount. That little corner right there with the LED lights that are sticking out, it's fine. I'm not mixing up any more resin. So I didn't have anything to swirl it with, so there's dry flowers that I had at the side. That's what I end up using, and I think it did the job perfectly well, so win-win. And that's how it looks with the lights, making sure that the light still works and everything. Okay, so this is the last part. It's in the morning now, so let's see how this turned out. Get the exact one. Now you have to clean up the edges. Alright, that's how the back looks. I'm so nervous to see how it turned out. Dun dun dun. Oh, it doesn't look that bad. I was like, what is this? It's the fire glass. Oh, you guys can't see. Okay, the sunflowers look beautiful. Flowers. Add a little pink in there at the last minute. I didn't show you guys that. Okay. And so the corner looks. Okay, this, I was popping this bubble last night like over and over again, and at the last minute when resin started to harden, that's when this huge bubble came up. Well, it's fine. So the corners look. So it looks so cute. Number two. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys a little bit more of a close-up of how all of the flowers looks and the fire glass and everything. I think it turned out pretty good. The yellow rose There's obviously like a few bubbles around it, but it didn't seep through the mold, so there's no need to add a glossy coat or anything around it, so that was perfect. And also I'm gonna show you guys how it looks with the lights on and everything. So flash warning, I'm already giving you guys a warning, flash warning, because this remote is a bit off, so I'm gonna have to find a different remote so I can show you guys. Well, you guys are gonna see all of the settings, but I'm gonna need a different remote for this one. It looks pretty good. I wish I had gotten a different light, but it still looks good. Not complaining. This is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.